Solve for, and I don't have my markers. It says to solve for B. So we're going to put a force field around B. So everybody, if you did not do your homework last night and you did not draw a force field, do that now. And if you get confused on which one we're solving for, look at what it says. Put a force field around the letter, and then come down here and put a force field around the letter. All right, now we need to move D across the equal sign. How will we do that?
Subtract from both sides.
Why from both sides?
Because once you get what side you do, side you do, you gotta do to the other one.
Yep. So let me get a blank one and not one that has writing on it. They all have writing on them. Alright, so I would subtract D here, and then I would subtract D here, right? So then we have B equals E plus K minus D. Or you could have E minus D plus K, or K plus E minus D. Now, of you who thought you got it right, who got it right? Awesome. Freddie, why do you have your hand up? You didn't do your homework. Jackson, it's not nap time, son. Alright, so if you didn't do your homework last night, what should you be doing?
I'm doing it now.
We should be writing down what we're doing.
You're writing it down.
Manny, we had one goal for this week.
I'll do it tomorrow, I promise.
Don't lie.
No problem.
What do I get if I do it?
Points and a good grade.
Oh, okay.
Alright, for B, does everybody understand how we got B by itself over here on A? Does anybody not understand? Because you need to speak now. Okay. Alright, B, what are we putting our force field around?
M.
M, as in motato. Alright, now how do we move that
J
J?
on both sides.
Why is you hollering at me?
I can't help it. You yelling at my ear, so.
Okay. Alright, we add J to both sides and we get M equals E plus J. Who got both of those right? Who got one of them right? Awesome. That's okay. So you got that one right? Good. Hey, don't judge. You couldn't even find your homework. This was to be written in your notebook. Oh, so you didn't do it. So you lied to me when you were up there, when you said I couldn't
I
find
didn't
it.
write down one time when you was going through this.
Alright, does everybody see how we got M by itself? Are we ready for C? Did C confuse anybody? A little bit? That's okay. Alright, which one are we solving for on C? Okay. So we're going to put a box around it. Now, is that X and Y times Z plus Z divided by Z? What is it? It's times. And what's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
Divide. So what should we divide both sides by?
X, Y.
Why?
Because you're trying to get Z by itself.
Yes,
To get Z by itself. Alright, so divide both sides by XY. XY. Now, you guys do understand that that's a 2, not a Z, right? The Z has a line through it. So those are canceled. What's left over here on the left side? Z. And then on the right, it's 2M divided by XY. Look at us go. We're ninjas. Are you listening? Yeah.
Man, I left my
Alright, questions on the homework. What confused you? Yes.
Number C. Number C.
The last one.
Yeah, it confused
The last one?
It wasn't confused me. It's just more letters and
more letters than you're used to. We're going to practice some more today. You're going to write on the whiteboards in practice. I'm going to put some up here, and then you're going to write them in pairs. I want us to go over D before we do that. I'm glad that we're real excited over this.
Is it like a competitive thing?
Yeah, it's a competitive thing. No.
They can't sit by each other.
You're partnering at your table.
What sheet are we doing? Break them up. Break them up. Break them up.
All right, so let's look at one step number 4 that you were also supposed to do. How many of you remember to do that? Good. The people who actually did their homework. Good.
But I did that.
All right, good job. Okay, so remember we talked about this last one in class. You multiplied both sides by -4. Now, who can tell me why we multiply? CJ?
Because the problem's division.
Because the problem's division. How do you know the problem's division? Alexia? Because it's a fraction. All right, so now, what is our force field going to be put around?
D. M.
It's going to be put around what, Damien?
And then you gonna multiply.
Nuh-uh, stop. And if you get confused, put your force field around the problem in the letter in the problem. All right, now it's a fraction. And fractions are what? Division. And what's the opposite of division? Multiplication. So you multiply both sides by the denominator, and that cancels. D times V. Now, is it okay that I switched it around like that? It is, because we like to write our first variable first. I mean, our lone variable first. Yeah. All right, are you ready for some practice problems? Okay. Oh my gosh, you're taking notes. That's exciting.
What?
What do you do?
Take your earbuds out, and then you'd know. It's magic.
I'm listening.
Normal 2-step equation. So you're still going to do the same thing. It's not any different than what we've been doing. So for number 5, what variable does it ask us to solve for?
W.
So what should we put our force field around?
W.
All right, everybody put a force field around W.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, just like in 2-step equations that we've done before, we are trying to get this term by itself. So we need to move this guy first. How would we move him?
By subtracting.
We would subtract 2L from both sides. Great. So you subtract 2L here and subtract 2L here. Now, please write your L curved in cursive like they did. That way you don't think it's a 21.
But you could put a line on the bottom.
You could. I'm just asking you to do it this way. All right, does everybody see why we subtracted 2L first? Mackenzie, do you see? Are you sure? Rebecca, you good? Okay. All right, so we subtract 2L. Now we get 2W equals P minus 2L because we literally subtracted 2L from both sides. Now, is W by himself yet? Is he by himself?
No.
Okay, so how do we get rid of that 2 that's outside our force field?
Add it.
We would divide. Why would we divide?
Because it's next to the W.
Yep, because it's 2 times W. It's right next, so we divide by 2. So W equals P minus 2L divided by 2. And leave it like that.
Yes, you can.
Too much work.
It's not too much work. It's one more step. Does everybody see how we got that?
Quit that.
So if our problem was just this, or just a W in front, we would just subtract 2L and be done, right? So because there's a 2, you have to divide next. It's not adding any big major thing to it. It's just dividing. Now we're going to do number 6, and then you're going to get your homework. You're going to have 4 or 5 problems for homework tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 6. What should our force field be around?
P.
All right, now that says A equals 1/2 times B times H. How would we get rid of that 1/2?
By division. I mean multiplication.
Multiply by what?
2.
Yes, multiply both sides by 2. Good job. Now, we multiply by 2 because that's the denominator right here. So that kills it and kills it. And we're left with 2a equals bh. Now, is b by itself yet? So we need to force field. What do we do now? Divide by what? Yep. Awesome. Look at that. Teamwork.
Teamwork. You need to listen.
Can we trade him in?
Yep.
Yeah, bet. Bet.
He must have been talking to you, Manny.
Huh?
Alright, ready for homework? So we're only going to do a couple like this and practice some more on one step because we only went over this for a limited time and tomorrow we'll work some more, so don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that was listening.
I'm like choking over here. Alright, so homework for today is the what, 15th?
Yes, ma'am. Too much sauce.
You know, it's funny, like the first time, a week and a half, maybe 3 months ago, but now it's not. Now it's annoying. Stop.
What's annoying? What's annoying?
You.
I ain't trying to be funny myself. I thought it wasn't funny no more.
Oh my God.
I know. 4 problems. Just the end of the world, guys.
7. 10. 20. I remember like in middle school, we would get like 20 problems like for homework.
I swear.
For real. High school, we only get 4 problems. That's good.
But you get more privilege, bro. I had nothing
I'm not done.
Oh, she's doing 5? Oh,
Stop talking.
Shut up. Man, do 6.
Sit down.
5 push-ups. Whoever said that.
Manny.
Manny.
What?
I don't think Manny said S up, but somebody yelled S up, so they have 5 push-ups.
I didn't hear it.
It wasn't me.
I didn't hear it, but I didn't say it.
She believed in me.
Y'all know my voice. My voice is good.
Too much sauce.
Yes.